everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Nier Replicant. Last time we left off, we did some stuff in Facade, finished all of that up, and now we're back over here. Had a weird dream. And since last time, I got a few things. So, I have all the stuff needed for this. I did not go grind an eagle egg, because screw that. I didn't have all this stuff. I didn't do anything with that. I know I did something else. I did all my plant stuff. I went and got the Fisherman Gambit stuff, and then... Oh yeah, I got enough money for, Beastbane from the store. I basically just killed a bunch of sheep. You get 1,500 gold for like 10 mutton.
Please get...
So I just did that a few times, and now I have enough money to get Beastbane from the store. Which is over here, and is also one of the weapons that we need.
Welcome!
So, let's go ahead and buy ourselves a bee. I don't have enough money for it. I thought it was 16,000, not 16,800. Can't you knock a little bit off, dude? Do you know how much good I've done for this town? Whatever. Let's just go. Let's just go. I'm not grinding any more mutton. The game already has enough grinding in it. Let's just go and see what Popola wants now. Maybe we'll get some side quests that just give us a pretty good amount of money. Or maybe I'll have an excuse to go kill some sheep. I don't know. Let's just get in here and see what Popola wants. But yeah, if I had a complaint about Nier, it's the amount of grinding that is required in the game. It's not fun, but I love the rest of the game.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. I was hoping I might be able to get your advice on the matter. Recently there have been dream reports dream of a certain dream, evil, dream, curse, evil, words, someone, dream.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
I know.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will? But...
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Oh, well, alright. Thank you.
Alright, cool. So we got our objective now. We are actually going to go to the Forest of Myth. And see what's going on over there, because they're up to some weird shit. I do believe I remember this part of the game from when I watched an LP. And I don't think anything I could say would really prepare people for this. So, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and get over here. Go to the old Forest of Myth. We do have to go up here, which means there is a chance. I do have a chance to kill some sheep, so I might as well. Yonah's running her hardest to make the game load. Alright, let's go. So, yeah, it was all the way up there. So, yeah, we can kill these sheep here, collect some mutton, and then maybe on the way back we kill some more sheep, collect some mutton, and that should be enough. I usually just use that. Use the charge form in the attack, and it usually just seeks out the sheep and kills them all. So you don't have to worry about actually chasing them down or anything. And sometimes I notice some of the sheep disappear before I can loot them. I think it depends on if you're looking at them or not, maybe. Like if you turn the camera away, their body disappears off screen, so you don't notice that their body just phases out of existence. I should have grabbed my boar, but I wanted to kill sheep. Oh yeah, one other thing that happened. While I was killing the sheep, I did get a new word. Because I had to kill a few of these guys too. It was on magic. It's Lugus, which is just a better version of Lug. So instead of minus 2% MP cost, now we have minus 6% on basically all of my magic except for this one because I like the paralyze effect that it has. But maybe I should put the minus MP cost on that as well. I don't know. Let's just get out of here. Yeah, up here's the rampaging boar that might try to murder us. That one is not a friendly boar. He's not a happy boar. But here's where we need to go. You guys not? Thank you. Thank you kindly. For not. Ow. Hey. Assholes. I'm just trying. I'm walking over here. Go away. Idiots. No. Bad. Dirty bag. I'll take your dirty bag. Word obtained. Con. Magic defense plus 2%. Weapons magic. Poison. Eh. I don't feel like poison isn't a good status effect in most RPGs, and I feel like this game it would be even worse. So I don't think I'm gonna bother with that. Let's just go ahead and get over here towards the Forest of Myth. Yep, book about a big tree. We've been over this.
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Weiss.
Such cheek.
It's true, though. You gotta be an optimist sometimes. Can't just always be a pessimist. Brings down the people around you. We got antidotal weed. And what is over here? I like their little tree houses. Or I guess I should say like trunk houses. I don't know. It's houses in a dead tree, alright? What's up?
Beware. Beware. The words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words.
Words that kill?
Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Weiss's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
Wow, you skipped that first part. Well, probably so you wouldn't have to say your name. The mayor stared at Nier and Weiss.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Weiss stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here.
He said,
Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the Death Dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Nier's suspicion, Weiss exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Nier had seen, and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Nier and Weiss racked their brains but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
Hey, screw you, Weiss. How about that?
It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Weiss looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Nier like a contagion. Wait, said Nier suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? Mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. You must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or... Oh, what the hell was it? A sheep! Cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Nier's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Nier. That sounds right, he said as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone sheet of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study a disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again, I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Nier nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second, I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Nier, just ask. Now hold on, I did not say that. Silence, cried Weiss. Grimoire looked from Nier to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said, you're right, I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss. And dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We're as eager as you to be done with this place. Mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called through the parting forms of Nier and Weiss. We're all counting on you. So this is a very weird part of the game where they basically, it just turns into a book. And I'm not sure why. I don't remember the reasoning for this. I don't know if it's just something YOKO TARO insisted on having in, or if they ran out of budget, and so instead of animating and doing crazy effects for all of this, they just decided to narrate it instead. I'm not really sure. But this is a weird part of the game. As Nier slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Nier's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around them. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and the moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Nier to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Nier snapped. "Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk!" Nier leaned against the tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. "How can a stupid forest be so big?" he muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. Nier slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. "Weiss! What's going on?" Nier could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed. The forest howled. And then, just as Nier's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed his hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree, 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 zree. Shak-kak-kak-kak-kak, shak-kak-kak-kak-kak. Chicky, chicky, chicky. Woo-woo-ma-woo. Shik, 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 shik. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Nier began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. 1 secret is lacking, 2 secrets is ideal, 3 is dangerous. So 1 with a secret is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. A seesaw? Sounds like a seesaw, because if you're just 1, you can't really do much. If it's 2, it works perfectly, and 3, I guess it's dangerous. Something that's ideal with 2 people but dangerous with 3. Oh, it's a seesaw! Weiss's mouth flew open, but before he could say anything, the world suddenly shifted. Reen reen wah, reen reen wah. Shik shik shee. When Nier came to, he was once again surrounded by the sounds of insects. Cries the insects were creating words he had heard somewhere before. Okay, so that wasn't right. 1 with is lacking, 2 with is ideal. Okay, secret? Inwardly furious that Weiss left the test to him, Nier sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret, right? So 1 with it. Why is 2 people with a secret ideal? Why is not 1 person with a secret better than that? Whatever. Sounding the insect stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Nier, like a rippling wave opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Nier moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the overgrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Nier after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Nier picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Light? Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it. Nier grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all, this one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? A bird, a letter, or sunlight? Sunlight! A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey look, cried Nier, awaking Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Nier walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Nier, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held up a hand and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but in the night with 3, what am I? Nier tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing here, but he simply repeated the question. Wish to engage this man in conversation. It seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Nier. Well, at least it's an easy one. Is it? 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, and by the end of the night I have 3. A man, demon, and angel. 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, and in the night with 3. I mean, yeah, 4 legs in the morning because you're laying in bed, and then you have 2 at noon because you're standing, and then you end the night with 3 because, I don't know, you have a hard cock. A man. Mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. Was that... wait, so that was right? But... okay, so you end the night with a hard penis, I guess. Which counts as a leg. I don't know. I think I came to the wrong conclusion there, but it worked, so it's fine. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. I still don't understand how 4 legs in the morning worked, though. Like what, were you crawling on the ground? You're the mayor, cried Nier. So the small man slowly shook his head. I'm not the mayor, you know, now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What's that mean? Will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Nier watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Nier and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it! You actually made it back! His left hand grasped Nier and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Weiss by the cover and swung him through the air. Gah, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We've not even told you if we were successful or not. Mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Nier withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. Mayor's face beamed as Nier filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Nier cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Nier and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Weiss, it is words that control the Death Dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute, therefore if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. Now that makes sense, we can't really progress unless we're doing what the story is asking us, which makes sense because this seems to just be a book, basically, so if we don't do what the book's saying, we can't progress at all. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor, the first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn. He remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear they had awakened from their dream. Nier shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did, I'm back. Blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The Death Dream was spreading throughout our village and wanted to... Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. Mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Nier and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure, said Weiss. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. Mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed slightly. This is a holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Weiss. We should not put our faith in the gods. Mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as the sealed verse. Nier and Weiss couldn't contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Weiss, this is certainly a stroke of luck. The three of them said their goodbyes. Nier mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before, too. Nier tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. Probably doesn't mean anything. Nier gave the mayor a nod and a smile, and inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
Now I can finally return to not having to narrate everything. God, my mouth hurts.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Obtained a sealed verse. Obtained dark execution magic. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. Charged to increase the number of spikes. Yeah, that's that one we
For a
had.
sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink it, Weiss.
Yeah, Weiss. Don't overthink it, you idiot. Hello.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
No, not right now. So, I think these are side quests that do more of that stuff. That kind of stuff with the dream world and all that. I don't think we need to do it. So, I think we're allowed to leave now. I think. So, we'll maybe come back and do that at some other time, but my mouth has had all it can handle of narrating that stuff. I think I've been recording too long today. I think that might be why my jaw is hurting. But let's get out of here. We got our sealed verse. That's what matters. I don't remember much about those side quests, but like I said, we may come back and do them. I just don't feel like doing it today. So
how was the village?
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
Alright, so that was a pretty easy sealed verse to get. Come here, boar friend. Let's go get back to Popola. Oh yeah, we should probably kill some more sheep while we're over here as well. Sheep! Kaine, can you fight those while I collect mutton? I'm like digging through the boar's butt here. Alright, bang. And bang. There we go. Cool. So now we just keep going this way. Let's get back to town. I think I have enough mutton to sell again now, so I can probably buy Beastbane. Let's go. I need to get like an actual list of all the weapons that we need before progressing the story here, because from what I remember, we're approaching the point of no return, I think. So we gotta be careful here. It does suck that you can just basically screw yourself over and not get any more of the endings if you don't do this first part right. Alright, what's up?
Please get that button.
Wait, I don't have enough? How much do you need? I thought for sure I had enough. Mutton, I think it's towards the bottom. Mutton. Mutton? I have 9. Damn it all. Shut up. Leave me alone. I don't suppose I could just buy mutton from you, can I? Nope. Alright. Well, with that, I think one thing we can do now is go back to Seafront. And we can, I don't suppose... yeah, I didn't get any more money. I guess I could just sell some stuff to you to get the amount I need. What do we want to sell? What's something I have a lot of? Old school books? Let's do that. Here we go. Now we have enough.
Thanks for...
Well,
Give me that back there. Beastbane. A sword that bears a beastly motif. In short, its short, thin blade seems eager to vanish from sight. It is a heavy weapon.
Thanks for your...
Let's go ahead and put that on. All... And this does increase our magic by 40, up to 40%, so it basically doubles our magic power. Okay, it looks like I'm missing one weapon, and that's it. And I think we get that from the story? Like, just playing the story now, so we might be good on the weapons. Let's read the story of Beastbane. Long, long ago in a faraway kingdom there lived 3 brothers. The middle brother was a famous general who commanded a vast army. People everywhere were terrified of his troops, for they were most violent indeed. Okay, this is Beastbane. Seems pretty good to me. Not quite as fast as the other ones, but the extra damage and magic power will probably make up for it, so... Let's roll with Beastbane for a bit, why don't we? And we gotta go get back to Seafront so we can turn in this stupid fishing quest. I don't know how many more of these there are, and I might give up on the fishing quests. They're not worth it. They're not worth it. I can confirm that they are not worth it. The fishing quests are just very, very tedious, and you don't really get a lot of payoff for doing them. But, I mean, I said I wanted to try, so we might as well give it a fair shake, I suppose. It gives me something to do on my off time, but honestly, it's not even fun when I'm doing it in my off time. It feels more like a chore, which sucks. But that's just how the fishing things go. I'm not sure how many more of them there are, but we'll see, is all I can say. We shall see. I also think there's a quest I can get with the lighthouse lady over here, which we might grab. We might grab that. We'll see. But first, we gotta go turn this in. So... Dude, it would help too if we didn't have to walk everywhere. There we go.
Here's your fish.
Well, swab the deck and call me Ishmael. I knew you could do it. Hand them over, whippersnapper.
I think these are worth more on the open market than the rainbow trout I caught earlier.
Worth ain't squat. It's what you learn from the catch that matters. Now stop all this fool talk about your wallet and get to practicing.
How long this time? 2 months?
Hey, Pops. What does sprinting 20 kilometers have to do with fishing?
You won't be catching anything with them scrawny little stick limbs. We gotta get you buffed up.
Fair enough, I guess. That's part 4 complete.
The next assignment is 5 black bass. Go and give it everything you got, apprentice.
Jack of all trades? What is that? 20 quests.
I trust that you are not abusing our labors for the purpose of easy profit, old man.
Oh, and would a little compensation be a bad thing? I'm teaching invaluable techniques here, you floating magazine.
Lies. It is clear that money is your ultimate goal, and Grimoire Weiss is not to be referred to as a mere periodical.
Or Vice. I refer to as a magazine. But yeah, old man, well, you look like all the other old men that are walking around this place. How about that? Alright, let's go see what the lighthouse lady wants. It may be something important. I'm not sure. I think this is the lighthouse lady, at least. There's like a quest up here that we can accept. Maybe not? No, it's not you. Okay.
Hey, you gotta help me out here. You just gotta. I'm having serious girl trouble. See, there's this girl that I'm pretty wild for, so I asked her out. But she won't even consider it unless I take her to a really nice restaurant.
That seems rather demanding.
She really appreciates the finer things in life. First-class places for a first-class lady. She's so cool. Everyone has their own tastes, I guess.
Okay, so I just need to find you a first-class restaurant. Okay, whatever. We'll take care of that maybe at some point. Let's go over here, though. I mean, the side quests are not what people come to Nier for, and in fact, people usually avoid the side quests in this game. It's not usually what you're here for. You'll get some cute dialogue out of it, but they're usually such a massive pain in the ass to do that a lot of people don't bother. So we'll see. The main story is really what you come for. For that sweet, sweet YOKO TARO writing. And shit, I left my board, didn't I? Were you back here? Yeah, you were back here. That was my bad. They're right at the entrance, so I always run past them without thinking much about it. But this is so much faster for traversal. Out of here, you stupid deer. You're probably the ancestor of that one that kicked me when I wasn't even doing anything earlier. Yeah, we're not gonna fight the big shade because there's no reason to. Boom, 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 boom. You keep working on making that awesome food for Nier, Yonah. I'm sure he'll like it one day. An acquired taste, I'm sure. She'll get better. Practice makes perfect and all that. Alright, so yeah, I'm only missing one weapon, it seems. Which I'm pretty sure we get from a main story thing, so I think I'm good on weapons now. So we just gotta chip away at the old main story here, and that's where we catch Black Bass. We catch him over there. I think you have to use the lure, so I'll catch some of those on my own time. I think I've already caught one on accident, basically. So let's get in here and see what Popola wants from us. And then maybe we'll go ahead and end this episode off here, because my mouth hurts after that Forest of Myth shit. And boom.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yonah's sick, after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried. So, maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and get out of here. And yeah, I think we'll go and save and end this episode off here because I'm worn out. So yeah. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Nier Replicant. and I will see you next time.
A canal, is it?
Oh.
Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
Okay, didn't expect that dialogue to play, but yeah, now we'll go ahead and end the episode off. See you next time.